Welcome, students. Welcome, family and friends. Please be seated. Trustees, members of the faculty, distinguished guests, undergraduates, and our LTU community. As president of the university, it is with great pride and pleasure that I now convene this, the 92nd commencement exercises of Lawrence Technological University. In addition to those of us here in Riddler Field House on Lawrence Tech's beautiful campus, thousands of viewers are watching our ceremony, being streamed live from throughout the nation and around the world. Welcome to our national and international audience. To our graduating candidates, this is your day. You have been working diligently towards this moment, and it is finally here, and we are tremendously proud of all of you. We applaud you, and we applaud your achievements. Congratulations. Let us please rise and join in singing our national anthem presented by LTU's own pep band. Thank you, Director Case and the band members, for that wonderful rendition and for your music prior to the procession. We have with us today on the stage honored guests, trustees, and other members of the Academy, officers of the university, and our deans. Members of the university faculty and staff are also here in our assembly in respect for our graduates. All of us here to recognize, celebrate, and honor the class of 2022 in front of our family and friends. We are so proud of you for accomplishing this life-changing endeavor. I would like to recognize our graduating veterans and other members of our armed forces. Those graduates are identified wearing a red, white, and blue honor pin. Would all active military personnel, reservists, and all veterans in the class of 2022 and in the audience please stand? We are grateful for your service. Thank you. The senior class gift campaign, led by the Student Philanthropy Council, gives graduates the opportunity to leave a legacy by making a gift to support fellow students. We are grateful that so many are paying it forward to future students. Thank you. Many of these student donors can be recognized by the royal and light blue philanthropy cord that they are wearing today to signal their participation. Today, We are proud to welcome the class of 2022 as our prestigious Lawrence Tech alumni. Other alumni have gone on to make a remarkable difference in their industries and in the world. You, too, will do the same. It is clear the world you face today has many challenges. However, as you know from your studies, great challenges create unforeseen opportunities. Previous LTU alumni have made significant contributions to creating a better future for humanity. Alumni have been involved in the space program, advances in energy, re-envisioning aircraft and automobiles, and designing our infrastructure and other aspects of our built environment. LTU alumni have also led remarkable advancements in computing and developed many consumer products we all use on a daily basis. As a testament to the theory and practice, hands-on technological interdisciplinary education that Lawrence Tech provides, many of our alumni are engaged as entrepreneurs in the startup and leadership of successful new companies. Today, you too join this distinguished group of alumni. Congratulations. When you selected Lawrence Tech as a stepping stone for your future, you took into consideration many of our respected attributes. Lawrence Tech is one out of 13 doctoral private technological universities in the country, which is home to 6,000 institutions of higher education. This is truly unique. That puts us in a position that is recognized by numerous studies and rankings. PayScale lists Lawrence Tech among the nation's top 11% of universities for highest alumni salaries. Last couple of years, Lawrence Tech enjoyed the highest graduation salary upon graduation from any university that is private in the state of Michigan and the highest in the Metro Detroit area. Forbes and Wall Street Journal rank LTU amongst the nation's top 10%. US News and World Report list us as a best value school, as well as one of the top performers on social mobility, and in the top tier of the best Midwest colleges. Lawrence Tech is also ranked among the top 100 colleges and universities in the country for return on investment and salaries of graduates. Brookings Institute reports that LTU is the 5th highest college amongst the nation's 6,000 universities in terms of providing value-added attributes that enhance alumni earning power. Your hard work, coupled with Lawrence Tech's experiential learning approach and industry-savvy faculty, will help to prepare you and other graduates for amazing achievements in our competitive world. Over the years, Lawrence Tech has recognized its most outstanding alumni with the university's Alumni Achievement Award. Since the first award was presented in 1952, only about 180 of our nearly 40,000 alumni have been accorded this very special honor. Today, we are recognizing Shannon Dare Wayne, a dual degree alumni with a Bachelor's of Science in Industrial Management and a Master's of Science in Industrial Operations. Dr. Wayne has worked for Ford Motor Company for 25 years and is currently the budget manager for vehicle embedded software and connectivity. She also makes time for her community of Milan, Michigan. She was recently elected to Milan City Council and will serve the second half of her term as Mayor Pro Tem. Dr. Wayne remains active in the Lawrence Tech community and serves as a chair of the Mechanical Robotics and Industrial Engineering Department, Industry Advisory Board, and is a Global Industry Advisory Board member of the Industrial Engineering Operations Management Society International. For detailed information about Dr. Wayne's biography, it is in your program. Dr. Shannon Dare Wayne Please join me here on stage. Dr. Greg Cassion, will you please assist me in presenting this award? Shannon Dare Wayne, for all your achievements that reflect the best of Lawrence Technological University, we are honored to present you with this 2022 Alumni Recognition and Achievement Award. Best wishes for continuing success. I now call Daniel Winey to come forward. Okay. I now will call Daniel Winey in a few minutes after hearing our recipient of the Alumni Achievement Award. Sorry. Shannon, please come forward.
Thank you. This award means so much to me. My accomplishments are a result of what I learned on these very grounds. At this wonderful institution, Lawrence Technological University. Theory and practice is more than just a motto. Over my career, I've seen the work that the students of Lawrence Tech do. Our graduates are not afraid to work hard. We bring ideas to fruition and solve problems, working to make the world a better place. Through my 25-year career in automotive, the theories learned at Lawrence Tech manifested through practice. My first job at Ford was a line supervisor at Wayne Assembly Plant. My industrial management bachelor's and doctoral taught me to balance the needs of my people with the practicalities of the manufacturing processes. Today, I leverage my master's in industrial operations from this university to manage Ford's Model E budget, bringing electric vehicles to life. At Lawrence Tech, there were also opportunities for practice. Over 25 years ago, I was proud to develop my leadership skills as student government and sorority president. Today, I do serve on Milan City Council and work to continue improving the community. Be assured that the theory and practice that you have learned at Lawrence Tech will permeate throughout your careers. Have the confidence to know that you are all ready for the next steps in life. You too will grow and make this world a better place. Again, thank you for this achievement award, and congratulations to all the graduates.
Thank you, Dr. Wayne. Thank you. And now, I call Daniel Winey to come forward. Also, I ask Board of Trustees Chair Ebert and Vice President Kohawa to join me to assist in the following presentation.
May I put this up here?
Please, please. Just put it here. No, it's okay. The impressive biography of Daniel Winey appears in your program. Throughout his 40-year career, Dan's passion for design, architecture, and international business leadership has been limitless. He is well deserving of the honorary degree we are bestowing upon him today. The citation reads, Daniel Winey, the President and Trustees of Lawrence Technological University, extend to you the highest honor that this university can bestow, the degree of Doctor of Architecture. Revolutionary planner, visionary architect, thought leader, As a bold innovator in your industry, you exemplify the integrity, insight, skill, and strength that distinguish what we admire in our role models. You have stretched the boundaries of what is possible, revealing a path where, prior to your efforts, there was none. Your impact has been felt on future generations and the world at large. Referred to as a nomadic architect because of your extensive travel to work in numerous cities, you have changed the world and reframed what is possible for architecture, city planning, and sustainability. You have, time and again, answered the call to service from our great university, helping those who have dreamed to follow in your footsteps. Your exemplary dedication to your community and your career impresses all who have witnessed the work you do. Your contributions are beyond measure as they enrich the lives of those who have lived in your buildings, seen your designs, and witnessed your ingenuity, skill, and passion. The valuable service you provide has helped shape and create careers for thousands. You have touched untold lives and shaped their experience. You have enhanced international business development, culture, and recreation. In recognition of your outstanding accomplishments and your service to the people of Michigan, the nation, and the world, Lawrence Technological University is proud to grant this degree honoris causa with all the rights, privileges, and honors thereunto pertaining. Congratulations. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
Graduates, ladies and gentlemen, may I present to you our honored guest, Dr. Daniel Winey. Congratulations.
Thank you. Well, that was way too complicated. Thought I was going to hang myself on this. So you guys actually want to make me come back to school, sort of. First of all, I want to thank Dr. Sobe and the Board of Trustees for their personal commitment and leadership to the university. It really is an extraordinary group of people, and I'm really honored to be recognized by them. Second, and certainly much more importantly, I want to thank my lifelong partner, who's over here on the right-hand side, and wife, Iris. We started this journey together, believe it or not, guys, in 1969, and we traveled the road together for 53 years. We were high school sweethearts at Livonia Stevenson, and I met her in a history class, and she was the only one that would laugh at my jokes. And I knew at that point I was madly in love with her. So, and during college, Iris actually lived at home and commuted to Wayne State. And I lived with a couple of other friends about a mile from here. And I also worked at General Motors at the time. And I drew the short straw, and I ended up in an uninsulated attic. And that was my studio in my bedroom for 4 years. And I could see my breath coming out on a cold winter's night. And I tell my kids this story, and they go, "Oh yeah, Dad, sure," right? But I'd also like to recognize one of my other friends. It was actually my first boss when I was going to school and working full-time, and that's Dennis DeCoster. He actually was working with me at General Motors, and he's been one of the guiding lights in my life. So sometimes I just want a few remarks for you guys. Sometimes the road for Iris and I were hard, but most of the time it was extraordinary and fun. And we're really humbled by the gifts that we've been giving. And if it wasn't for her support and understanding and love, I certainly wouldn't be here. So Dr. Soap called me, I guess it was about a month or so ago, and said, geez, you know, you're going to be honored as a doctorate. I've always seen people come up on stage and, you know, getting honors like this. I had no idea, and I was completely overwhelmed by the whole thing. But then the really tough part came, and I thought, oh my God, I got to say something to you guys. What am I going to say? And Iris said, well, just make sure it's profound and full of wisdom. So all she did is she just put a lot more pressure on my words. But there is a lot. I know I'm supposed to have 5 minutes, but there's a lot that I would like to share with you guys. You know, there's a couple things that have worked for me over the years, and I'd like to just briefly touch on them. And this has really been my roadmap. The first is do what is right. There's going to be a lot of times in your life where you're going to have to make really hard decisions. Always take the high road. Whatever you do, base it upon a foundation of values: integrity, honesty, openness, trust, and develop a sense of purpose for what is important to you. And this is critical. But remember, and I say this all the time when I'm giving leadership talks, I hear what you say, but I see what you do. I hear what you say, but I see what you do. You'll build trust among those around you by living up to your words. Second, take care of others. Invest in them, learn from them, mentor, coach, and teach. I believe the most foundational aspect of leadership is empathy. Putting yourself in somebody else's shoes, understanding who they are as individuals, their passions, their aspiration, and ultimately what inspires them. And then the key is helping them to achieve it. If you commit yourself in developing others, delight and celebrate in their success. See their success as your own. And I have a saying that I've always found to be true in our practice, and that is, by growing people, you will leverage your impact on the world. Embrace differences in culture, people, perspectives, and you're going to see the world through a different lens. You're going to begin to understand what we all have in common, and there's a lot. And it'll make you a better person, and it's going to make you a better leader. But finally, take care of yourself. Invest in yourself, both depth and breadth of knowledge and experience. IQ, certainly. I didn't have a lot of that. But more importantly, EQ. You know, it's all about EQ. The journey I recommend really is one of learning, curiosity, embracing ambiguity, being creative, certainly, taking risk, and winking in the eyes in the face of failure. But whatever you do, don't take yourself too seriously. Laugh at yourself, and when things get tough, hold on to the long view. In difficult times, Iris has always reminded me, this too shall pass. So now that I'm on the other side of where you all sit, I can speak from a different perspective and understanding. And in my role over the years, in my travels around the world, I've had a chance to work with people from many different backgrounds in education. The education you received here is second to none. I know that many of you commuted to school, worked as hard as Iris and I did, and at the time, I thought it was a burden. In hindsight, it turned out to be an extraordinary gift. Your hard work, commitment, sacrifices made you a better person, so much better equipped to face the challenges of the world. Do it with passion and a smile on your face. And congratulations to each one of you, and thanking you for me being able to, a little bit, relive my graduation. It's really nice to be home. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Winey, for your insights and for all you do for Lawrence Tech and the world at large. It is now my honor and privilege to introduce Dr. Abdul Sayed, the former director of the Detroit Health Department. As a doctor and a progressive political activist, Abdul El Sayed knows firsthand the challenges leaders face when advocating for urgently needed change. In spite of systematic and financial obstacles, the former executive director of the Detroit Health Department, and at age 30, the youngest director ever in a major US city, was able to multiply city funding for public health tenfold, make corporate polluters reduce emissions, and attract millions of dollars in grants. Taking everything he learned from that experience, Abdul then pivoted his career in public health to run for governor in 2018. With a progressive platform raising minimum wage, universal health care, Abdul stressed the power of opening up public conversations. Much of the last leg of his campaign was spent discussing the intersection of his race, religion, political aspiration, and had he won, he would have been the first ever Muslim American to be governor. Not one to be defeated, Abdul continues to work for working class and all Americans, representing an inspirational force for marginalized communities across the country. More about Dr. El Sayed can be found in your commencement program. Please join me in welcoming Dr. El Sayed.
Thank you so much, Dr. Zub. I'm profoundly honored to have been invited to mark this moment with you here today. To the graduates and your family and your friends and your loved ones, a hearty congratulations to all of you. To the faculty and the staff that have spent the past 4 years nurturing skills, empowering minds, thank you for a job well done. Though this is my first time spending a full day on this campus, in so many ways, I feel at home. And I have to explain why. See, I grew up not 15 minutes away from here. Both my parents were engineering professors, and my father immigrated to this country from Egypt, just like your president, Dr. Subh. So it feels a lot like home. I'm actually just waiting for somebody to tell me to stand up a little straighter. So I'll just do that now. But that's actually a really good place to start. See, as I was preparing to speak with you all today, I kept thinking about my dad and so many immigrants like him, about the journeys that they made, about why they made them, about what it says about this place and where we go from here. My father, Muhammad, immigrated from Alexandria, Egypt. His family weren't working class, they were poor. Giddu, my grandfather, was forced out of school in the 8th grade to fend for his mother and sisters after his father had died. This was mid-20th century Egypt, a time and a place where colonialism meant that resources were limited. Corruption meant that his inheritance was stolen. And misogyny meant that his mother and sisters, despite being older than him, couldn't find meaningful work. He resorted to selling vegetables in a fish market in Alexandria to feed his family. Teta, my grandmother, she never got to go to school, never got to sit in a chair like the one that you've been sitting in now for 16 years plus. She was illiterate. And yet, to this day, she remains the smartest, wisest person I have ever met. My father, he was her eldest, from among 8 children to whom she gave birth, but only 6 survived. My dad watched 2 of his baby siblings die before their first birthdays. From the jump, though, my dad loved machines, any and all machines. He still does. He loved to tinker with them, to break them down, just to build them back up, understand how they worked. For a minute, just a minute, they'd allow him to lose himself, transporting him beyond the cramped 1-bedroom he shared with his siblings to a world where everything made sense, every piece designed just so. Nothing like the world he lived in. But generational trauma is real. My Giddu was forever scarred by his own father's death, and he vowed that nothing like that would ever happen to his family. They had to be prepared. And that felt hardest on my dad. It meant that when my dad wasn't studying, he'd have to be working, so that if the worst happened, he could shoulder the responsibility of caring for his family. But like I told you, my dad loved machines, and he knew he wanted to work with them. So he took up photography. Now, remember, this was the 1970s, back when cameras weren't ubiquitous on the back of every smartphone because, well, phones were kind of dumb. Cameras were mechanical machines with flash bulbs and lens shutters that exposed a piece of film to light for a second, trapping an image as long as that film could survive. My dad would walk the Corniche right there on the beach, the Mediterranean, offering families to take their photos. Then he'd snap them, he'd run back to the studio, he'd touch up the films, and rush them back just before the family went home that evening. All the while, that meant that he'd get to play with these miraculous little machines. When he graduated college, in mechanical engineering, of course, he knew he wanted to spend his life designing what he'll tell you are the coolest machines of all, cars. And where better to do that than the mecca of automotive industry right here in Metro Detroit. He was awarded a full tuition scholarship to pursue his PhD in mechanical engineering just down the street at Wayne State. And throughout his career, he's gotten to work on everything from Hummers to Corvettes to hydrogen buses. Now, you probably wonder, why is this guy going on about his dad? He graduated like 50 years ago. You're the ones graduating today. Well, I'm sharing it because this is your commencement. The word commencement here is important to ponder upon for a second. To commence is to start something. And though we're here to celebrate what you all just ended, probably a lot more interested in where you're going and what today is the commencement of. And sometimes to understand the future, where you're going, it's worth reflecting on where others like you have already gone. I shared my dad's story because, like my dad, each and every one of you has found yourself here because of a moment of inspiration, of wonderment, a spark. My dad took his spark from a tiny one-bedroom shared with 7 other people to working on some of the most marvelous machines on earth. So the question today is, where will your spark take you? It's already brought you here. It already dedicated you to your craft, to the calculus or the chemistry that can turn an idea into something tangible, something real. You brought that spark to everything that you've done here. It's willed you through sleepless nights and grueling days. And you've fed it through opportunities you've had to test and build your spark in internships and fellowships, working on teams that are turning their sparks, your collective spark, into reality. You spent hours in lecture halls, in laboratories and libraries, honing your skills, mastering the technical know-how, the theory and the practice that'll allow you to turn your spark into new technology, new realities, new perspectives, new paradigms. Some of you will go on to lead teams that are building the robotics that could transform the way we perform surgery. Some of you will provide care in 21st century clinics and hospitals, revolutionize the way that we treat cancer. Some of you will help build the urban spaces that minimize our carbon footprints. Some of you will code new software that transforms the smartphone in your pocket into yet another tool that facilitates the way we live. Some will rethink and redesign systems that help us to deal with a heating climate. Some of you will invent new models that can help us prevent the next pandemic, saving millions of lives in the process. All of us here, and I know I speak for all of us, we cannot wait to see what your spark will turn into, the world that it'll build for us. But there's something more that I want to share with you today, something more I hope that we can ponder together, maybe one last lesson as you walk out of this place. I don't have to tell you this, but yours was not the usual college experience. If I'm doing my math correctly, and forgive me, I didn't study math, the pandemic started in what would have been the spring of your sophomore years. Am I right about that? That meant that experiences you should have taken for granted were taken away. Rather than lecture halls or laboratories or libraries, you were forced to learn from living rooms, from childhood bedrooms, from a little computer screen, Man, I never thought the word Zoom would pack so much meaning. But this pandemic, for those of us who want to reflect, also offers some critical lessons to all of us whose spark is for science and technology and engineering. Your time here, it's equipped you with some extraordinary abilities. You have knowledge and technical skills that most people couldn't dream of. That was made possible by a combination, yes, of your spark, but also the privilege that you've had to develop it and explore it. What a gift. I don't want to go all Peter Parker on you all, but with every gift, responsibilities. There are some real responsibilities that come with that gift. The science and technology you just spent years mastering, well, it's facing a lot of critics just about now. The pandemic, ironically, has left our society with a newfound mistrust of both science and scientific institutions. It's easy to blame others. But the scientific community, all of us, we're also quite responsible. What do I mean by that? We haven't always taken the time to explain our science to society. We've hid behind technical jargon or excused our failure to explain ourselves behind I hate to say it, an attitude of elitism, a certain smugness about what we know that others may not. We fall back on lazy tropes like trust the science, when we should have been working to make science trustworthy. After all, as I know all of your professors have taught you, the cornerstone of science is transparency. Science was made to be questioned, not blindly trusted. Science progresses because scientists don't trust the science that came before them. They question assumptions, replicate experiments, yield new, interesting insights that directly contradict what came earlier. Trust the science is an oxymoron. So explaining what we do to those who may not have had the same opportunities as we have is part of the deal. It's one of your most important responsibilities. So moving forward, I'm asking you, please, be an ambassador for that spark that brought you here, that will lead you into that future, whether in public or just with friends and family. It matters. Because in a time when science itself is in question, we, the scientific community, we have to answer for it. But there's more. I could stand here and tell you, right, never use your awesome powers for evil, fine. But that's a bit too simplistic. Because here's the thing, most of the time, the evil part never really declares itself out the gate. It's more of like a Frankenstein scenario, right? You don't really realize you've created a monster until it's stalking half your town. Most of the time, we just fail to think critically about the long-term consequences of the stuff that we build. We conflate two questions. Can we versus should we? After all, the can we question is the one that most of you find so exciting. The challenge and thrill of pursuing a seemingly impossible task. But even though can we is what wakes you up in the morning, should we is what should keep you up at night. After all, why are so many people so misinformed about the science surrounding the pandemic? It's not just that they don't have enough true information. It's that they've been delivered gobs and gobs of false information. And that's a technology problem. Can we create massive social media platforms that move unprecedented amounts of information in real time without thinking through what's being shared? Can we create algorithms that monetize that platform by promoting the most enraging, engaging content? It turns out we can, and someone did. But should we? We've all watched, we've lived through how that's turned out. Foreign governments meddling in democratic elections, people with bad intentions, using tools to incite chaos and violence. People intentionally pushing false information about life-saving treatments and vaccines in a pandemic. Which brings me to my final hope for you, for all of us. I hope that you'll expand on those can we questions so that they're bigger than just the technical ones. Look, I get it. The excitement of doing something new, doing something different, something never before seen, that's what got you into this. But beyond the technical questions, I hope you'll ask the moral questions. Can we end hunger? Can we solve inequity? Can we heal the sick? Can we stop the climate crisis? Can we truly unite people? Because as exciting as the technical questions are, I promise you, answering the moral ones is a lot more fulfilling. And guess what? Good news. Underneath every one of these moral can we questions is a whole bunch of technical ones that we need you to bend your mind on. So today, in just a couple minutes, you're going to walk across this stage. They're going to hand you a diploma that certifies that you've built the knowledge and skills, the theory and practice to apply your trade, to unleash your spark on the world. But today, it's not just the end of something big, it is the beginning, the commencement of something bigger. Each of you will play a role in building the world as it will be. And it'll be that way because you brought your spark to it. You'll have asked, can we? And you know what? You're going to answer, we did. We did feed the hungry. We did solve inequity. We did heal the sick. We did stop the climate crisis. We did unite people around our shared humanity. We did. So I know I'm speaking for everyone here. Parents, family, friends, faculty, staff, when I say that we cannot wait to live in the world that you'll build, the world that we'll get to build together. So for today, congratulations. For tomorrow, good luck and Godspeed, because we are counting on you. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Said, for your inspirational speech. Thank you. Vice President Kohawa, please come forward to acknowledge the candidates.
Mr. President, I wish to present to you and to our trustees and officers of the Academy the May class of 2022. Will all graduates please rise? We find that the candidates listed in the printed program have completed or will have completed in the near future the requirements for graduation. It is therefore the recommendation of the faculty of the university that the degree appropriate to the program completed be conferred upon each of these students.
Thank you, Vice President Kohawa. Honored graduates, the education you have received at Lawrence Tech is valuable to you, your family, and the world. It will help shape your future in a variety of ways, as our esteemed speaker, Dr. Said, has mentioned. You met the challenges that our faculty set forth for you, and you have triumphed on the path of academic achievement. Today and always, you have earned our admiration and respect. Therefore, as the president of Lawrence Technological University, and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the great state of Michigan, the Board of Trustees, and on behalf of faculty and administration of this university, I hereby confer upon you the degrees appropriate to the programs you have completed. At this time, you may all turn your tassel to the left side of your cap. Congratulations. We ask guests of the graduates to remain seated, and please defer your applause until all the diplomas have been given within each college, as indicated in the program. Students, please have a seat. I now call Professor Carl Dobman, Dean of the College of Architecture and Design, to come forward.
At this time, I, along with the faculty of the College of Architecture and Design, wish to recognize the candidates in the College of Architecture and Design. Candidates, when your degree is called, please rise and remain standing. Master of Architecture. Master of Urban Design. Bachelor of Fine Arts in Game Art. Bachelor of Fine Arts in Game Design. Bachelor of Interior Architecture. Bachelor of Science in Architecture. Bachelor of Science in Transportation Design. Bachelor of Science in Industrial Design. Graduate Certificate in Building Information Modeling and Computer Visualization. Undergraduate Certificate in Building Information Modeling and Computer Visualization. Faculty Marshals, you may now bring the candidates forward.
Hold on a second. It's not. Okay.
Okay, is it working?
With distinction, Joshua Elias Samuel Steer. With distinction, Francisco Javier Lenderos. Yes. Okay. Summa cum laude, Anna C. Ellis. Renee Christensen. With distinction, Jenna Helene Atkinson. With distinction, Gabriela Zavalaga. Nora Hannah McHale. Lorena Kusi. With distinction, Tyler John Kazmierczuk. Vanessa Santos. With distinction, Marie Louise Tomaszicki. With distinction, Natalie Ann Miller. With distinction, Amy Elizabeth Bolt. Jonathan Wayne Charles Hahn. Lady Mazur Yatsuko. With distinction, Miranda Steebleton. Taylor Kent. With distinction, Romina Prenducci. With distinction, Nathan James Kurek. With distinction, Natalie Michelle Forenzo. With distinction, Anusha Vurudandi. With distinction, Spencer Murray Lippert. Ryan Michael Geisler. With distinction, Garrett Stolenwerk. With distinction, Tanner Schroeder Thaler. With distinction, Nicholas William Schmidt. Alexander Hans Hollander. With distinction, Jessica Lynn Raquel Riggs. Daniel Eugene Kagan. Zara Jassim. Magna cum laude, Megan Lynn Chapman. Julia Headland. Adrian Lee Myling. Cum laude, Melanie Page Beauchamp. Jack Russell Roberts. Cum laude, Arshawn Kaylin Tillman. Cum laude, Nicole H. Hyduk. Cum laude, Marcella Caden. With distinction, Jalen Thomas Davis. Cum laude, Noah Angelo Sultana. Cum laude, Casey Nicole Deal. Cum laude, Gianna Abdelnour. Summa cum laude, Griffin Jeffrey Angelou. Summa cum laude, Eliyahu Forta. Summa cum laude, Elisa Danica Ramos Valino. Magna cum laude, Carson Stickney. Yakin Elzir. Cum laude, Michael Timothy Polulek. Summa cum laude, Nolan Gregory Andrasic. Magna cum laude, Hunter Alexander Drake. Magna cum laude, Ian Williamson. Summa cum laude, Omkar Jadov. Evelyn Gloria Curry. Cum laude, Miranda Catherine Rumfeld. Magna cum laude, Alexander Kyle Wendell. Magna cum laude, William Scott Wallace. Cum laude, Jenna Sloan. Magna cum laude, Charles Dean Hughes. Magna cum laude, Connor Bruce McLaughlin. Joshua James Morin. Magna cum laude, Musa Own. Here's your ticket back. Wissam Bassam Kodir. Alyssa Ray Dempsey. Magna cum laude, Carlos Daniel Ruiz Sierra. Magna cum laude, Kirsten Lorraine Crawford. Cum laude, Summer Rose Hassan. Magna cum laude, Lindsay Ann DeWeird. Cum laude, Dominic Austin Valerolo. Cum laude, Andre Joseph Bile. Magna cum laude, Lydia Elise Irving. Amelia Vilcati. Alexis Renee Mahalfi. Richard Louis Brabant, Jr. Cum laude, Ryan Brooks. Noah Luke Chan. Magna cum laude, Theodore Tetsu Kurokawa. Brendan Folk. Jack B. Kling. Antonio Mackay Otero.
I now ask Dean Srini Kamampati, Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences, to come forward, please.
Thank you. Congratulations, everybody. At this time, I, along with the faculty of the College of Arts and Sciences, wish to recognize the candidates in the College of Arts and Sciences. Candidates, when your degree program is called, please rise and remain standing. Master of Science in Computer Science. Master of Science Education. Bachelor of Arts in English and Communication Arts. Bachelor of Science in Chemical Biology. Bachelor of Science in Computer Science. Bachelor of Science in Mathematical Sciences. Bachelor of Science in Media Communication. Bachelor of Science in Molecular and Cell Biology. Bachelor of Science in Nursing. They just had their pinning ceremony this morning. That's why they're all excited. Bachelor of Science in Physics. Bachelor of Science in Psychology. Associate of Science in General Studies. Undergraduate Certificate in Technical and Professional Communication. Faculty marshals, you may now bring the candidates forward.
Summa cum laude, Andrea K. Hauk. Magna cum laude, Jonathan Michael Mena. Nathan Thomas Andrews. Vanessa Dow. Robert Edward Seamus. Logan Howard Moy. Magna cum laude, Stephen E. Harris II. Magna cum laude, Isabella Marie Burke. Cum laude, Haley Jordan Catania. Summa cum laude, Luke Jeffrey Morissette. Maxwell Harrison Wennis. Rachel Devine. Gerard Bringard. Karan Yeaman. Joseph Schulte. Mark Kocharovsky. Tamika Miller. Cum laude, Michelle Lynn Liskey. Magna cum laude, Rachel Elizabeth Dobson. Summa cum laude, Brittany Marie Mattis. Summa cum laude, Abigail Claire Smentowski. Cum laude, Hannah Elizabeth Remlinger. Cum laude, Tegan Paige Layer. Kennedy Elizabeth Emmons. Cum laude, Shannon Elizabeth Queen. Magna cum laude, Mitchell Henry Rusinek. Summa cum laude, Tavin Ardell. Benjamin Cole Freeman. Justin Donald Light. Summa cum laude, Sydney Irene Ross. Magna cum laude, Yu Chao Shu. Summa cum laude, Kim I. Lum. Evan Andrew Kessman. Summa cum laude, Emilio Alexander Arias Alvarez. Anthony Edward Horner. Cum laude, Ashley Sarah Reaney. Magna cum laude, Joseph Issam Saliba. Logan Joseph Barker. Summa cum laude, Sarah Sophia Hyde. Magna cum laude, Haley Marie Maison. Logan Allen Reindress. David Michael Karwoski. Magna cum laude, Sarah Sammy Husseini. Cum laude, Ian Matthew Jablanca.
I now call Dean Baman Mirshab, Dean of the College of Business and Information Technology, to come forward, please.
Mr. President, at this time, I, along with faculty and staff of the College of Business and Information Technology, wish to recognize the candidates in the College of Business and Information Technology. Candidates, when your degree program is called, please rise and remain standing. Master of Business Administration, Master of Science in Information Technology, Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, General Business, Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, Marketing, Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, Accounting, Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, Finance, Bachelor of Science in Information Technology, Graduate Certificate in Cybersecurity, Graduate Certificate in Project Management. Faculty Marshals, you may now bring the candidates forward.
Cum laude, Kendall L. Fisher. Basma Ateya Samkari. Emily Elaine Somerville. Julia Elizabeth Cranker. Amika Tubbs. Gail Elizabeth Kirby. Justin David Clark. Megan Michelle Nafis. Jeremy Ryan Nafis. Donald James Anton. Alexander David Kolomitz. Olivia Catherine Gleason. Lupcha Popovsky. David Pedro. Alexander Lanzon. Charlton Irving Hunt. Deanna Judkins. Austin Dane Loper. Michael Anthony Pernicario. Luca Rott. Louisa Charlotte Van Agres. Giannis Schneider. Got it. Evan Matthew Weiss. Magna cum laude, Zachary J. Fryer. Summa cum laude, Sydney Rose Clark. Lauren Elizabeth Joan Prebelik. Gerald Vance McGee. Grant Logan Mueller. Vidush Apadaya. Ahmad Jamal Seba. Is that apparent? Got it. I need this though. All right. Jack Douglas Smith. Carter Benjamin France. Amjad Amutare. Oh, magna cum laude. I'm so sorry, Amjad. Magna cum laude, Bryce Alexander Ebert. Magna cum laude, Alec Michael Allen. Summa cum laude, Alvaro Marino Paramo.
Well done, sir. Congratulations. I now call upon our Vice President for Enrollment Management, Lisa Oawa.
Thank you, President Soap. At this time, I, along with the faculty of SPECS at LTU, wish to recognize the candidates in the SPECS at LTU program. Candidates, when your program is called, please rise and remain standing. Broadcast Media Arts, Digital Media Arts, Graphic Design. Faculty marshals, you may now bring the candidates forward.
Logan Lemuel Lanier. Stefan Matthew Bain. Corey Jerome Ashley. Thomas Michael Crossman. Denise Lawrence.
Congratulations. Congratulations, graduates. We are very proud of you and your achievements and successes, and we look forward to many, many years of great stories to come. This is your moment. We're very proud of you. I now call on Dr. Greg Cassione, Special Assistant to the President for Philanthropy and Alumni Engagement.
Good afternoon and hello. I'm Dr. Greg Cassione, and it is my pleasure to greet you, our newest alumni. You will discover that commencement does not mean an end, as was mentioned previously, but it is actually a verb meaning to begin or to start, and you will actively begin a new phase of your life and a different kind of involvement with your alma mater. You will now be members of the ever-growing Lawrence Tech National Alumni Association, and membership is free. I encourage you to stay continued being involved with this fantastic institution, your alma mater, by being connected, networking, and making it truly a part of your professional and personal lives. Congratulations and welcome.
Thank you, Greg. In closing, let me again emphasize how important family and friends of our graduates have been in supporting our graduates during their academic careers. Would family and friends please rise so we can acknowledge these great supporters? Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you. We also need to recognize another group of dedicated individuals who have played critical roles in the academic growth and success of our graduating class. Would the faculty and staff at LTU please rise? Thank you. We were all put on this earth for a reason. Education and experience help refine our skills and define ourselves. You have had challenges during your time here at Lawrence Tech, and you have risen to that challenge and became stronger and wiser. You now will carry that strength and wisdom with you wherever you go. In your college life, you demonstrated hard work, integrity, ambition, and courage. These attributes will serve you well in the future. As former Secretary General of the United Nations and Nobel Peace Prize recipient Kofi Annan once said, "Knowledge is power, information is liberating. Education is the premise of progress in every society, in every family." We know that you are poised for progress. Indeed, many of you already have made differences to society through your internships and co-ops and fellowships, and are walking into the future with jobs in hand. We look forward to charting your progress as you become integral global citizens of the world. Please continue to participate in the life of your alma mater, LTU. LTU is your second family, and as many thought leaders have noticed, we are stronger when we work together. LTU's future students will benefit from your wisdom and leadership as alumni. You have learned interdisciplinary concepts, technological interdisciplinary concepts, that will prepare you for your future careers and allow you to see how diverse concepts can be connected. This foundation will lead you down different roads of discovery. You have started on your journey to making the future a better place for yourself, your family, and humanity in general. This is your moment. We are so proud of each and every one of you. Congratulations. This concludes our program of celebration and commencement. Good luck and best wishes for continuous success in all you do. All audience members are asked to remain seated until our stage party exits. Then, go outside, link up with your graduate, and enjoy this day as they show you our campus. Congratulations once more time.
listen, y'all. Look out. What is it good for? Absolutely. Now listen to me. I despise. 'Cause it means destruction of innocent lives. War means tears to thousands of mothers die when their sons go off to fight and lose their lives. I said war. Good God, y'all. What is it good for? Absolutely. Now get said again. War. Lord. What is it good for? Absolutely. Now listen to me. War. It ain't nothing but a heartbreak. War. Friend only to the undertaker. War is an enemy to all mankind. The thought of war blows my mind. War has caused unrest within the younger generation. Induction, then destruction. Who wants to die? War. Good God, y'all. What is it good for? Absolutely. Never. Said. War. Yeah. What is it good for? Absolutely. Never. Listen to me.